Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, because obviously it's not happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And also, I'll never reply to your comments telling you to message me through WhatsApp to get a reading, even if it looks like me, even if it says Tiny Turtle Tarot. It's still not me. I wouldn't reply to your comments telling you to message me through WhatsApp. That is a scammer. Let's go with reading. What is happening for the beautiful Sagittarius this week? I want to do a few more shuffles for some reason. They don't feel shuffled to me. See, nothing's jumping. They don't feel shuffled. Something might not seem right. Something might seem like not balanced. You need to find your equilibrium or something. I don't know why that would. That's a big word for me. There's something where you need to get back into an old habit. Okay, what's happening for Sagittarius? There we go. The Temperance card. That's your card. Okay. And it's also about balance and harmony and coming back into equilibrium. God, I should be a psychic. That is so nice. With the Knight of Pentacles right next to this, what are you up to? Way too many cards, but it was the Wheel of Fortune on top, which is also your card. What is happening for Sagittarius this week? Three of Pentacles, okay. Nope, the Judgment and the Six of Swords. So I'm going to talk you through these cards and then clarify and get more out of them. The Temperance card firstly is your card. It talks about balance, it talks about harmony, it talks about peace, calmness. Can you tell that I'm talking calmer suddenly? It's very soft, very calm, very balanced. Your emotions are coming back into a lot more balance. If you've been feeling very high highs and low lows, it's a lot more predictability within your soul. Oh, that was deep, don't know what that means. Knight of Pentacles. This is slow and steady wins the race. Right next to this, you're slowing down. You're making yourself slow down in like tedious, normal, everyday habits and tasks and chores. You're making yourself do things slower. You're making a cup of tea, but instead of like, oh, I need to do this because I've got something else to do, you're like, okay, I've got 10 minutes to make a cup of tea. You're taking your time, slowing down. Force yourself to do something 2 times as slow as you want. There's something where you're going to calm your nervous system by making your body move slower than it should, and realize that life isn't rushed and everyone can wait for you. And there's something where you're like, no, I don't want to, I've got so much to do and I don't want to leave anyone waiting. I don't want to be late for this. And you're actually not going to be late at all if you start to slow down, because slow and steady wins the race, right? So it's like you were in such a rush before that you would be packing up for work and you'd spill your coffee and then you'd have to make another coffee, or you'd have to change your clothes because you spilled coffee because you're in such a rush. There's something where slowing down this week is actually going to win the race for you. Three of Pentacles right next to this. This is collaboration or creating something of value, creating something that long-lasting or that's going to make a name for you. There's people going to be talking about your name for a very long time because of something you're creating, because of something you're doing, because of something you're putting into the world. There's some type of huge creative outlet. I don't know where that came from. There's a huge creative outlet for you. And once you use it, some of you aren't using it or putting it to use, and this week you're going to start. And it's actually very much a lot more valuable than you anticipate it to be. Judgment, there's some type of big calling, but you've got to make a decision whether to follow it. Again, that could be tied to that Three of Pentacles. You have some type of creative outlet or calling that you want to do that's calling you in, but for some reason you're not quite taking the bait. Whatever. This is such a weird reading. I don't know why I just started biting my lip. Some of you, you're nervous to follow something that's calling your soul because in the past you would just do what you were expected or do what others expected you to do because it was easier. Oh, they expect me to go and be a photographer. They expect me to go and be a wedding... What would a wedding... They expected me to be a wedding singer. Okay? Like there's something where you're expected to do something. So you did it. And now there's something that's calling you that could be very much random in other people's eyes, but you have a specific calling for a reason, especially if it's random. That's not been planted in your mind out of nowhere. It's meant to find you. Six of Swords, something about moving on from something, moving on from someone, moving in general, but it's also moving into calmer waters, which wraps around nicely to that Temperance card of me saying that there's calmer energy coming in for you this week. Balancing your energy out, less highs and lows and more predictability. This is this. Six of Swords is moving out of stormy, unpredictable waters into more predictable waters. So this is all very consistent with itself. I think there's something where you're taking a time out from the chaos of your life in some way, whether that is physically or just emotionally detaching yourself from the things going on around you. You might be a bit more zoned out in order to find your inner calm. Clarify the Temperance, you have Seven of Swords. If you need to be sneaky, be sneaky. If people are going to perceive you as dodgy for not explaining your reasons of why you're doing something, let them think you're dodgy. Temperance card here, your peace is more important than explaining your reasons for why you're doing things, because a lot of people are never going to understand something from your perspective. They're only going to see it through their own, and they're going to be like, why is Sagittarius leaving that job? Or why is Sagittarius not coming to work? Or why is Sagittarius zoned out all the time? Why is Sagittarius doing this? Like, there's something where people are looking at you and I'm just seeing them like with squinted eyes, like trying to figure you out. And you're happy, I think. You're happy in them not knowing what you're up to. And it's protecting your peace from other people's judgments. Judgment card. It's protecting your peace from other people's judgments or like fast, because people are so quick to judge or analyze whether or not something is right for you, but they're not even you. They're not you. So whether or not they want to decide something is right for you, whether or not something's going to be successful, whether or not something's worth your time, doesn't actually matter because they're not you. And so I think you're very aware to keep your next moves to yourself. Because I'm getting never let them know your next move. You're very unpredictable, but your emotions and your inner world is very predictable and calm and serene and harmonious. However, your outer world, the things you're up to, you're calm on the inside, and to other people are going to be like, Sagittarius, are you okay? You're making some crazy moves, you're making some crazy decisions, you're making some crazy these like all these things where people think you're being really bold or really out of character, when really you're calm on the inside, you're peace of mind, you're not making rash decisions, you're completely home within yourself. Temperance here. But other people are like, no, Sagittarius, are you okay? Like, I feel like there's this patronizing energy, especially of people around you being like, are you alright? Are you alright? Because like, that's not something you should do. Do you, like, and you're like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I don't know, there's something where you're completely solid and grounded. You know what you're up to, you know what you're doing, and people can underestimate your intelligence all they want. They can try to patronize you into thinking, is there something wrong? Was that a weird thing to do? Was that a rash decision to make? But they're not going to be able to. They're going to try and make you question your moves. But you're so calm within yourself that you can see it for what it is. It's just people trying to make you question yourself because they aren't as strong as you to make and do things so boldly naturally. So they're going to make you question that. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, or try to make you question it. Clarify Knight of Pentacles, you have the Emperor. You're in control. I love it. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race, but it also gives you more control. If you're moving slowly, if you're moving fast, you may be someone that's actually really quick for some reason that's coming through, whether that's quick-witted, whether you're a runner, whether you're an athlete, you're very fast. And then with the Emperor clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, I just feel as if even though you can be very fast, your energy this week is realizing you can also do things of more quality value or having a lot more control over things if you move slower, right? Because I'm also seeing like a really fast car turning a corner, but you've got way more control over that car going around that corner if you slow down, and you're slow the whole time. You're moving physically slow in the world. Your mind might be moving quicker, but your physical body is moving slower in order to give yourself time to think, space to breathe, time away from other people. Some of you, it's like you're walking instead of driving, or maybe riding horses instead of driving. There's just something where you're kind of like purposely taking the longer route in order to give yourself time away from others, or the chaos. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. You have Page of Swords, clarifying Three of Pentacles. Nervous energy. Some of you are nervous to create something or to show some type of talent or skill off, or even to collaborate or work with someone, because I'm noticing there's no love in this. Some of you are very shut off to your love life, to working with someone. Five of Wands on the bottom is conflict and combat and arguing and disagreeing, and some of you might look at relationships, if you're single, as just being arguments and not worth the drama, not worth the stress. So there's something where you're a bit hesitant to work with someone, to work or put in any effort with someone, because you're like, well, what if I waste my time, right? What if it backfires? What if it doesn't work out? What a waste of time that would be. I want to say to you, for some reason, none of your relationships, and I'm not just talking romantic, also platonic, also with family members, but let's think platonic. Let's think we've all had a friend that we're no longer friends with. Well, we wouldn't erase them, would we? You wouldn't go, oh, I wish I'd never met that person, because now we're not friends anymore. You wouldn't erase them, because you had loads of beautiful memories with them. You had lots of joy spent with them, and it was fun while it lasted. So there's something here. If you are hesitant to collaborate or work with someone, or even work together to build a relationship with someone because people have betrayed you in your past or wasted time in the past, there's something like, remember that you still wouldn't take back that time you spent with them. So why would you now avoid that potentially happening again with someone new? And again, I feel like someone's watching this going, because of time, I only have so much time, Christy. And it's like, everyone only has so much time, but like, you're gonna spend it having and enjoying someone else's company and getting to know them, and potentially like risking potentially being with this person and having them in your life forever. You'll never know. You'll never know unless you try. And if it doesn't work out, like I said, you wouldn't erase them. So why avoid just because the potential idea they're not going to be in your life forever? You don't want to try it all. But like I said, the other people that haven't stayed in your life forever, you wouldn't unknow them. Clarify the Judgment card. You have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is engagement. Four of Wands is celebration, partying. Why am I saying this in such a like heavy tone? It's engagement. Like, I don't know, there's something where you're called to move to the next step with someone. If you're in a relationship, you want to get engaged and married. If you're already engaged, you want to get married. If you're married, you want to move and buy a house. Whatever the next thing is for you, whatever it is on your to-do list. Something where you feel called to making that happen, but it's also scary to you. It's scary to you to make some type of commitment. Clarify the Six of Swords. Again, scared to make a commitment in case you get your hopes up and it doesn't work out. But if you never get your hopes up to move forwards, like, I don't know, you're going to miss out either way if you're too scared to try. Ten of Pentacles, clarifying Six of Swords. You're moving into a lot more stability in your life because you're having the courage to try. As I'm saying this all, I feel like you're already coming to this conclusion on your own. Better to try and fail than to not try at all. Better to get to know someone and then say goodbye to them than to not get to know them at all. And there's something with Ten of Pentacles. You're moving into calmer waters, a lot more abundance, something about a home, some of you. Ten of Pentacles is like that doorway to that house, and the Four of Wands is that next step. Some of you are buying a house. But yeah, it's moving easily. You're moving easily into the next phase, and it's a lot more stability, a lot of abundance, a lot of riches for some of you. You're very lucky. Sagittarius is very lucky, so there's something where you're feeling that luck this week of how easily things are moving forward for you. And with that, you're also feeling very balanced inside and out. Don't let anyone convince you, because even though you're balanced, just know a lot of other people aren't in the balance you're in, right? They could be hurting themselves by accident because they're just not in that calm state that you're in. So even though you're balanced, just know that those that aren't in that are going to try to shake you out of it. They're going to try to, oh, that's just an act. Sagittarius is acting so zen. Sagittarius is acting so zen and so sure of themselves at the same time. That's just an act. You can't be sure of yourself and really calm. You can't be so intelligent but also so calm and peaceful and patient with hearing other people's opinions out. You can't be this and this and this. If you're really upset by this, you'll show it. Like, I feel like there's something, you're not expressing so many emotions on the outside. You're a bit of a poker face, and it's because you're so calm and you're so open to everyone. And because you're not expressing so many emotions this week, people just think you don't have them or something. And so they're trying to pop your bubble. They're trying to, or again, it seems like a mask that you're pretending. So people are trying to poke the beast and see what Sagittarius does. And yeah, Sagittarius, you are capable of showing them that kind of angry side or don't mess with me side. But I don't think you're doing that this week. I think this week you're very focused on what's important to you and you're staying very balanced in moving forward in your life. The overall energy for this week is have the courage to try, even if it doesn't go the way you want. Because if you don't try, you'll never know. And I feel like with Ten of Pentacles being a very, very positive card, it seems as if you're going to try and realize, oh, I'm so glad I tried. Because Ten of Pentacles being abundance and tens are completion. So you're going to have the full 10 Pentacles if you have the courage to follow a calling. Even if you have to do it alone and no one believes in you. Better to try and fail alone than to not even try at all. Better to also try and succeed alone than to not try at all. I feel like there's something about you doing something alone, but then a partner or a collaborator will jump in with you. But you might have to start a journey alone and then someone's gonna join forces down the line. I'm gonna wrap this up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you know it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Time to Tell Tuesdays.